Hi, this is Mallon from Humantech, consultant and certified professional ergonomist here. And over the past few whiteboards, I've been talking about the Ergonomics maturity curve. I put it up in the corner for your reference as a way of thinking about how you might approach maturing your ergonomics process to be world class. What we're really undertaking here is transformation of our organization. And John Carter, who is a professor emeritus at Harvard Business School, put forth a model that he utilized using 8 steps to transform organizations. And I've listed them here. I'm going to get into more detail of each of them in future whiteboards, but for right now I just wanted to get them on a piece of paper in front of you. The first is you need to establish urgency. I'll underline urgency because that's an important word. The second is you have to form a powerful coalition of people who can help you push your agenda forward. The third is you need to create a vision for what the future could be. And then you have to find, in the fourth step, a way to communicate in a succinct and powerful way that vision to the masses. The fifth is you need to empower others or bring other people onto your team. The sixth is you need to plan for and execute on short-term wins, because you need to gain some momentum, and short-term wins are the way to do that. Once you've got short-term wins, you need to consolidate those improvements or take that power that you've been given and go after even bigger institutional change. And then the eighth thing is you need to institutionalize the approach, standardize it, make it your way of doing business. That's John Carter's 8 steps to transformational change. And what we're really looking at here in future whiteboards is each individual one in more detail. There is, however, a step 0. And I'm just going to erase the board here. And we'll talk about this step 0. Step 0 is really about taking an inventory of your own skills. Jane Howell, who is a professor at the Ivy School of Business in London, Ontario, wrote an article talking about what makes a great champion, what makes a great change agent. She identified 3 key characteristics. The first was that they were credible. They knew what they were talking about, they had a track record of success, and they were credible about the topic they were talking about. The second is that they had a good network of people, both inside their organization and outside their organization, that could help them push their change forward. And the third is that they were persistent. And persistence is a key characteristic, because if you're going to engage in a change activity, you're going to meet resistance, you're going to encounter barriers, and you're going to have to keep pushing yourself forward. There was another overarching characteristic of these change agents, of these champions, and that was that they always framed things in the positive. They always looked at the opportunity rather than the threat. They identified the risks, but they also really identified and talked about the benefits. So what I want you to do in preparation for those 8 steps is take a little bit of time and think about yourself and think about how you're positioned to lead that change activity. Are you credible? Do you have a good network? Do you have that persistence to drive through the tough times? And can you really focus on the positive and always frame things as a positive light? As I mentioned, we're going to go through the 8 steps in more detail in future whiteboards, and I'm hoping to do one every couple or 3 weeks to keep this process going for you and help you moving forward. Until that time, I hope you're doing well, and stay safe out there.